Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it is officially July 1st, 2017. And our Planet X physicist is under attack already. Not even in the United States for 24 hours and giving her first live stream. And we have Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here at WTF Sky performing, and I use that word, performing their live stream pertaining to our physicist, professor, doctor, holder of 2 master's degrees, a doctorate, much more intelligent than Tweedledee and Tweedledum over at WTF Sky Live. I'm sorry folks, but you know, the reason why I'm bringing you this information is very, very simple. You know, I want you to understand and I want you to realize and take into consideration that these two over here, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, why would they waste so much time trying to harass this woman for just doing what she's trained to do, what she's educated to do? Now, these two private investigators over here, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, you know, Dr. Albers, she was going to be speaking at a conference in South Africa, and it was scheduled for July 3rd through July 7th, and she was scheduled to speak on the 4th of July in South Africa at this conference. Her name is on the list. She was asked to be a guest to give her presentation on the SDO eclipse season, as NASA calls it. Well, anyways, immediately Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here at WTF Sky. Sorry, I can't help but to laugh. Anyways, they can't even spell physicist right. The lying, I can't even pronounce this. This doesn't even make sense. And her monkey, I guess that's supposed to be me. Lie, lie, lie. This is the heading of their harassing video. Now, I'm going to play you an excerpt from the two great investigators over here. And they can't even seem to put any of the information together because these two are disinformationalists. And this is what this topic is all about. The disinformation, the spread of information. This is all part of the tactics that are being used across social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. It doesn't matter. This is what they're paid to do. Okay, now, naturally, Dr. Albers is not at this conference, and she will not be speaking on the 4th of July in South Africa. Now, we're going to go through this video a little bit here, and you're going to hear these retards make some pretty incredible mistakes. And they just think that they can put all kinds of sound bites together and create their disinformational video. They don't seem to think that you could take a flight from South Africa to another country, connect, and make another flight to the biggest international airport in the United States and the busiest, New York City. And you don't think that you can get a connecting flight from New York City to another city? You don't think you could be landing in 45 minutes in New York and catch a connecting flight an hour later to another city? Where did you get your little private detective badges? Oh, that's right, a Cracker Jack box. Well, listen, folks, we're gonna go ahead and play this, and you could clearly see that the doctor is under attack, not even in the United States, for 1 day. So why would they do that? Why? Because the information is credible. The information is real. They wouldn't go to these extents to try and discredit a professional, but they do this. Let's listen to this. They're gonna try to prove that Dr. Albers is flying all the way to the United States to make a YouTube video live stream, and then she's going to turn around and fly all the way back to South Africa to be at this conference. Okay, she was going to speak at this conference, but she decided not to. That things were more important, you know, dealing with getting to the United States and not even losing a day. But she's not even here for a day, and the assaults have begun. But let's just listen to what they're trying to debunk.
All that crap.
He said he had to go to the gym and try out these new steroids he's on. So, you know, the stories aren't lining up. He's telling people that
let's back up here a little bit.
Chat.
Oh, this is where their audio just doesn't even work.
He had to go pick her up. Well,
they can't even make a video.
All right, they can hear me now. So she's here in the States. She's traveled 36 hours or whatever, 38 hours, gone through hell and high water to get here to the States to land right on the probably biggest hick town in the country. In Pennsylvania.
No. She's in New York City.
Oh, she's in New York City.
Yeah.
But I thought Scott was going to pick her up, Jake.
Well, see, that's another.
Yeah, see, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. These two twits, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, they just can't seem to get it into their twit heads that, yes, you can connect in New York and fly anywhere that you want to. But these two major professional private investigators, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, they're already harassing the doctor, our physicist, because this is what they are paid to do. But let's see what else these jerk-offs have to say.
Another story that got fouled up yesterday in his chat, he was talking about how the physicist was going to land in 45 minutes in New York City, and that he had to go pick her up. Well, as time went on through the chat, Scott starts.
See, this right there, ladies and gentlemen, this shows you that they are in the live chat and they're using fake YouTube channel names. And they sit there and they monitor everything that's being said in the live chat. And they basically write it down. And, well, let's just listen. Let's just listen. You'll find this quite amusing.
Talking about going to Walmart. And then he makes the comment, I'm going to punch the first mofo I see when I walk in the door, LOL. And then one of his moderators, Dark Angel, commented, said, no, Scott, you can't go to Walmart.
Well, see, there you go. I mean, they're already trying to identify who the moderators are. You know, they're using Dark Angel's name. I mean, the lady simply tries to help out on our channel, and that's basically it. So they're just using little sound bites and tidbits of information right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen. So this just shows you the disinformation campaigns that go on in YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, social media. These people are literally paid to do this. I mean, if you don't believe me, just Google it. Government YouTube trolls. I mean, it goes all the way back to 1991, dealing with situations arriving with, well, the taking down of the Twin Towers, 9/11. This is when the government trolls came out in full force, were trained to debunk anyone stating that the Twin Towers was nothing more than a terrorist act when it was a complete conspiracy. But anyways, let's listen to more of Tweedledee and Tweedledum. This is how bad the government is. They can't even hire professionals to do a professional job. And they want to harass this poor woman for coming to the United States.
And do that. You have to go pick up the physicist. And there was a little heart, like a reminder. Like, Scott had already fucked up his story yesterday. So there's your first hole right there.
Sorry about the swearing that they dropped there, ladies and gentlemen, but that just goes to show you that Tweedledee and Tweedledum are pretty much gutter trash. And, you know, this goes on. This goes on and on and on.
I don't even know how she has the...
This right here, this shows the schedule for this conference. And it states the Solar Dynamics Observatory, the SDO eclipse season, is not consistent with what is to be expected from an eclipse. There's the doctor's name right there, and she was scheduled to speak on the 4th of July from 1500 to 1520. And this is her abstract. Oh, wait a minute. They said that she couldn't write an abstract. She couldn't write papers for peer review that would be accepted by other physicists, astrophysicists, and scientists. Well, once again, the doctor wrote her abstract, and it went under peer review, and there was enough credible information to invite her to this conference because everyone wanted to hear what she had to say. You know, folks, they just don't invite you to these big science conferences to put you on stage to waste other professionals' time. They're there to learn. And obviously, Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here, they just add more credibility to everything. So, if anybody wants to investigate this further, on the 5th of July, contact this conference. They have all the information there, and see if Dr. Albers was there, giving her talk on her abstract that they said she could not write. It would never go under peer review. But it was written, and it was peer reviewed, and she was invited to a major conference in South Africa of her colleagues. Okay, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, that's a major fail. You're done. So, you know, ladies and gentlemen, they go back and forth with this whole time scenario. Once again, showing you the South African Institute of Physics conference where Dr. Albers was invited as a guest to speak there on July 3rd. She did say that she was going to be there, but with different things, with time and scheduling, she felt that it was necessary to get to the United States and get started on something that was more important. And that was getting started on her book and also changing our schedule somewhat and giving more of her time for all of the YouTube videos and the live streams that are going to be going out. Okay, so that was more important. They go into another portion of this conversation that they're having with their 18 viewers. Let's get back here. Hold on. Let's get back to the, let me see here.
Again, it wasn't just...
Where the hell is it?
And how to, you know, view it in the telescope and track and log and document it appropriately.
Being asked to speak on these subjects. That's where I'm going with this.
Oh, here we go. Well, the doctor, she actually submitted another abstract for this conference. Brown dwarfs and brown dwarf stars. What is the difference and the observational evidence for the existence and presence of both in the solar system? Oh, who is this going to be presented by? Dr. Claudia Albers on the 5th of July. Okay, well, Dr. Albers is not going to be at this conference. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this just goes to show you that this is a real woman. This is a real professor, a real doctor in physics. Okay, she submitted abstracts to the South African Physics Conference. They accepted all of them under peer review. And they thought that the information was so interesting for physicists that they invited her to speak. And here's the schedule, and Tweedledee and Tweedledum over there, the professional investigators, they actually put this together. Now, something that we're going to go ahead and cover real quick in this video. They start mentioning things about Chris Potter and Chris Potter's YouTube channel, and you know, something about, you know, why he's not appearing with us. He's out of the loop, and he's not privy to, you know, information about the doctor's traveling and things of that nature. Well, listen, folks, let's take a step back a few weeks ago. Chris had mentioned that he was having, or thought he was having, problems with his home computer being attacked and compromised, security-wise. I mean, he did several YouTube videos, thinking that the microphone in his setup was bugged. And we all know that it's not too hard for, kind of professional NSA hackers or whoever to hack into your computer, turn on your microphone, turn on your camera, access your information, turn on your cell phone, watch you through your smart TV. Look, folks, we've heard it over and over and over again about what they're able to do. Chris thought he had these issues. I thought it was a huge security risk. So did he. So, if you're going to make plans to bring an important individual halfway across the world, I mean, don't you think that you need to maybe cut the security risk out? Because there's no way to guarantee the information won't be intercepted? Oh, that's a dumb idea. But Tweedledee and Tweedledum over there, they think that it's a complete lie and that everybody has turned on everybody. Well, that's not the case, folks. It's just security. That's it. Security. So if anybody feels butthurt about the doctor's travel plans, well, sorry. We weren't going to publicize her, her flight numbers and destinations and times, her whole damn itinerary. No, it was a security risk. That's all. But anyways, I wanted to just show you that, again, not even 24 hours, this poor woman is in the United States trying to do what she wants to do, and she's already being attacked by Tweedledee and Tweedledum and their stupid videos. So I just want to make you all aware of it. So you get these names right there: WTF Sky, WTF Sky Live, whatever they call themselves, Grand Solar Minimum, Mama, whatever it is. Okay? This goes on, ladies and gentlemen. This goes on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because they do not want you to have the information. They want every single bit of this information held back, discredited. I mean, come on. I know all of you are smart, but we're also team members here. We're all in this together. This is our planet. And Tweedledee and Tweedledum over there, well, they're trying to upset the apple cart, but in all actuality, they're adding very substantial validation to Dr. Claudia Albers and her investigations and observations into brown dwarf stars. So much that a major physics conference in South Africa invited her to speak several days in a row on several subjects dealing with the matters that we research right here on this channel. Okay, so, this was a little bit of a spoof video, but I just want to let you know how serious the situation is. Once again, the doctor's not even in the United States for 24 hours, and the lies and the disinformation begin. So, folks, you as viewers, you as subscribers, team members, family, hey, you got to do what you got to do. But you might want to let these people know how you really feel about what they're doing. This is Scott from Planet X News and the Nibiru channel. Thank you very much for watching.